Hello, my name is Asia Rowe, and this is my lesson plan presentation. First, students will log on to Google Classroom and they will receive a student PACE code to take notes independently on the rise of industrial America. Students will take notes on OneNote, where each and every one of them will receive guided notes on each standard. And so all students have to do is follow along with the Nearpod presentation and fill in the blanks. Next, students will come to class and they will be presented with a sway. Since I don't have time to go over their Nearpod presentation, I created sways that basically summarizes the content. And so here are the topics at hand within the sway presentation. But for this lesson, we're going to focus on new immigrants and talk about the millions of European immigrants and the thousands of Asian immigrants that migrated to America during the 1880s and 1890s. All right. So once students are finished with the sway presentation, once I finish with the lecture, I will give them a code on Nearpod and we will watch a video titled What Led to the Chinese Exclusion Act. Within the video, there are questions embedded where students are able to answer the question. The video will pause and students can answer the question and we'll discuss their answers as a class. The next day, students will log on to Active Classroom and they will complete an assignment titled Immigration Swells the Workforce. For each tab, we will go over the answers together collectively as a class just to make sure that the students understand the content. Once we finish this assignment, I want to go back to Nearpod. I want to go back and I want to discuss political cartoons. I want to make sure that my students are able to analyze and describe the images that they see on the screen. So students will log back on and we'll talk about some of these images and they can type their answers in the chat box or they can unmute their microphones and discuss the images and what they're seeing. Okay. And then towards the end, what happens is there is a little prompt and it says, do you agree with the US passing the Chinese Exclusion Act? Students would type in their answers and then their responses will appear on the screen. All right. So what we want to do, we want to end this lesson on a positive note, okay? Because unfortunately, this lesson just talks about negative attitudes towards immigrants. All of my students are immigrants, okay? And so my students will receive a writing prompt through Google Docs. I will assign this to them through Google Classroom. I want to hear about their personal experience being an immigrant in America in the 21st century. All right. And so they'll answer these questions. They will return the writing prompt back to me. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take these writing responses and we're going to create a digital magazine. All right. Talking about their stories, bringing their stories to life digitally. Okay. Some of the challenges of this lesson: time. All right. Because once again, I'm only teaching for 45 minutes. So this lesson took a long time to complete. Also, student participation. Students were nervous. They don't want to give you the wrong answer. They're not used to giving an opinion. Okay. And so, and then also, once again, with time, we had to pause for a moment because I have to prepare them for the end of course exam for my class. So after the test is over with, which is this Thursday, we can go back and complete this project as a final project for my class. All right. I hope you liked it. Take care.